Okay, so this is what happens when you got allergies. Like, in some ways it's okay to have allergies. I don't know if you can even see it in this light, but hold on, mate. Camera's not really showing it, does it? I don't know if y'all can see them red dots and stuff. That ain't normal to my bodies. Goes all the way up my shoulders. All this stuff, you know. I'm working with epoxy tape. And my fucking simple-minded ass decided, hey, let me grind it off the fucking thing rather than, can you see these red dots? It's hard to tell if they're even showing up, but they're showing up in my eyeballs, so my eyeballs can see them. I don't know if the phone can pick it up, but bottom line here, I gotta fix the dryer drum. Last year when I did it, it's been almost exactly 1 year is how long it's been. And this is the state in which it's in. Okay, I figured if when I first put it on, I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick this epoxy tape up and I'm going to walk across the room with it and I'm going to place it down. It took in less than a minute, less than 5 seconds from when I picked it up to put it down. I looked at my arm and it was gushing with bubbles and rash like you wouldn't believe it. And it only touched my skin, the roll itself. When I now came out here, and I already knew that, like I knew that ahead of time, but you know, I'm a simpleton, so it takes me a minute. But I come back and I take my Dremel. Let me show you. This Dremel right here. This motherfucker. And I start grinding away. Grind. And it's working like a charm. Until I feel my arm. My arm starts to get itchy and you know, so I was like, holy shit, why am I itchy here? Then it goes up higher and higher. I'm only out here for about a minute. Until I have to turn this freaking thing off and be like... And the only reason I stopped is not because I felt the itch in my arm. The only reason I stopped is because the Dremel, this piece, it broke. And thank God for that. Thank God for it to break. You know, I had to go back inside and get another piece. And I suddenly realized, hello, horror of horrors. The epoxy tape, which was a solid, is now a powder. And the powder has seeped into my sweaty arm. And now it's going into my pores even faster. It's like shooting it up. I may as well have shot it up. And luckily, I don't know what made me do it. I don't remember. I guess I had a sinus infection a couple of weeks ago. So I've been taking like steroids every once in a while. I don't really need them, but something told me to take a steroid before I began. Had I not done that before I began, my arm would look a hell of a lot worse. And even now, I just took another one just in case. Because I really only took a half. Took a half of a roid, my anabolic steroids. It's like my prednisone. I took half of it prior to beginning this task. And then it was like, it was still bad. I could still see it. It's still itchy. And then I went inside and washed my arms off. But anyways, imagine what it would have been had I not done that ahead of time. And now I've taken another steroid, so hopefully that'll be enough to combat the issue of it almost looks like freaking 4th degree burns. Like, I don't know, it's the craziest thing. I just, you know, allergies are a good thing, but are they? I mean, really, they get in your skin. Like, nothing can touch me unless it's going to cause an allergic reaction. It's like, they said that it's an overactive immune system. That's what a person with allergic reactions has. And when their body recognizes something that doesn't belong in their body overreacts to it. I mean, it's kind of super powerful in a sense. But taking prednisone, it lowers your immune system. So that's why you got to be careful when you take it, how much you take it, and how often you take it. Also, I think it causes some permanent damage in the future if you take it too often. Because people like me with allergies, we could end up taking this shit all the time because it works so well, you know? But in the long run, it's not going to help you. So, not because it won't still work. It'll still work, but you'll end up with something. I forget what they said. Some disease. I don't freaking know. It's always something, isn't it? Anyway, later.